To our leaders, praising land and true wisdom from above. Justice, truth, peace, are forever, Jamaica, and we love Jamaica, 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 and we love. We trust you, respectful, and response to duties of and us of the church. Give us vision, lest we perish. Now let's send us and release forever Jamaica, land we love. Jamaica, 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 land we love.
Everybody, please hold on. Heavenly Father, thank you for another day. Thank you for all you have done for us so far. Heavenly God, as we come here to you, God, we ask that you will everything that we do in this is to be great.
We will now hear from our president, Grant Brown.
Thank you very much. There is Ingrid as our function chair. Mr. Samuda, President of the Jamaica Olympic Association. Just one. Mr. Samuda, President of the Jamaica Olympic Association. Mr. Ty King, who is not able to join us, but you know technology these days can be anywhere in the world and be everywhere in the world. He's president of Perform Group, LLC of York, Pennsylvania, who joins us on the phone shortly, as he was unable to travel to Jamaica at this time. The loving Mrs. Marva Bernard, who never leaves us, president of the Americas Association of Netball Federation, and past president of the Jamaica Netball Association, or Netball Jamaica. Vice Presidents, Nadine White and Deborah Bennett, members of the board of the Jamaica Amateur Gymnastics Association, members of the organizing committee or media, the National Junior Development Team looking beautiful in their yellow and green and their Alpha Factor leotards, parents, friends, and family, a warm and budununus welcome. Today marks a milestone in the life of Jamaica gymnastics, and I'm very elated to be a part of such a wonderful achievement. While aggressively seeking corporate support locally and has not reached much success just yet, because we're going to get there, right? On the 14th of April, we successfully sealed a 2-year deal with an overseas company that sees Jamaica gymnastics as a viable and important part of their family and reached out to us, lending us a hand of support. Performance Group LLC of York, Pennsylvania, also known as Alpha Factor, that's their gymnastics brand, division will provide gear to Jamaica for the next 2 years to outfit the national. Yes, keep the clap. National seniors, both male and female, the junior elite national team, and a huge discount for our junior development team. And listen to this, as well as a $10,000 support for our teams that's traveling. Seniors and juniors. We have 2 members who will soon be elite. Brian, can you stand? And Mr. Duffus, Jamila Duffus. So slowly but surely we're getting there. Alpha Performance Group LLC of York, Pennsylvania is a proud leader in providing high quality performance apparel primarily for the global market of dance and gymnastics since 1969, outfitting thousands of athletes and performers around the world each year, especially for high-profile events such as the Olympics. Alpha Factor has supplied Olympic garments for numerous countries, including the USA, Canada, Japan, Norway, Venezuela, Russia, and Wales. In addition to Olympic athletes, many collegiate gymnastics teams such as Utah, Georgia, Oklahoma, Stanford, Penn State, and many more have supported Alpha Factor uniform. Hence, we are in good hands as the stars of gymnastics will mingle with us because our athletes are superstars, right? Yes. The Alpha Factor brand was first worn by our junior development team that participated earlier this year in February at the JAGA Challenge in Texas. And they sport the wear proudly, looking beautiful indeed, and flew the Alpha Factor flag high as the team stood out as they performed well in our Jamaica yellow and green, as we call it when we place our orders with Alpha. Partnership of this nature is very important to the national program, as it is through great partnership that a sport can develop and achieve its goals. We hope that this partnership with Alpha Factor brand will be the first of many, as we hope and pray that this will encourage other companies locally to also see the vision that Alpha Factor saw and come on board and be a part of the development process. Jamaica gymnastics is far more popular overseas than it is locally. Hence, we are on a mission to continue to build the support to attract more companies, as partnerships of this nature is the lifeline that helps to grow a sport and ultimately a country. Sports build a nation, and every child has his or her preferences. Some love football, some love gymnastics, and we are hoping that the wealth can be spread even among sports in Jamaica, as every child growth and development is important and requires attention and support. Nothing is more important than having families and friends and loved ones and great supporters and affiliates around to witness a wonderful partnership. On behalf of the gymnastics fraternity, we again welcome you all. And at this time, before we go and follow the program, we have Mr. Samuda, the president of the Jamaica Olympic Association, to bring us greetings on behalf of the GOA.
very much, President. Function Chair, President, Gymnastics Association, President Bernard, members of the Executive of Gymnastics Association, parents, young aspirants, the Olympic stage, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed my pleasure to bring greetings this morning on an occasion which I think is absolutely important in the life of sport. The Jamaica Olympic Association has always indicated that it is in the business of building solid partnerships. And this partnership that we are witnessing this morning is in fact a solid partnership. A solid partnership that will not only benefit our young athletes who are upcoming and who have the aspiration to represent their country, but it is also beneficial as it is now a game changer in sport. We have been encouraging associations to build a business model because sport is now a business. And whereas the Jamaica Olympic Association offers tremendous support in terms of training, in terms of technical assistance, in terms of supporting teams going abroad overseas, associations must now begin to become self-sufficient. And this is what we encourage. So I want to congratulate the Gymnastics Association in having the foresight and in having the aggression also in establishing this partnership. A partnership that will benefit our young ones, a partnership that will be exemplary in terms of sport administration and sport management. What we need to do is to encourage our young children. Aspirations they have, and we must motivate them to realize those aspirations. There is nothing that is a ceiling for them. You have had the opportunity now. You must make wise that opportunity. You must translate that opportunity into efforts that will bring your country pride and glory on the international scene. And I want to congratulate the parents because we often forget the parental support in terms of the achievements of our young athletes. We all know that sadly, the home has broken down. What we need to do is to restore the home, because it is in that environment the children know how to learn what is wrong, what is right. They learn integrity of character. They learn how to go beyond the incredible in terms of performance. And more importantly, they learn how to love. Love themselves, love their fellow athletes, and love the sport that they represent. So the parents play a very instrumental role in not only shaping and molding our children so that they can facilitate their aspirations, but critically, you are the persons, the determinants of their path. And therefore, we must restore the home in sport. Too often our young athletes go astray, partly because of there's no support in the home. So let us play that role. The extended family is the Jamaica Olympic Association family. And we speak directly to our athletes and we speak directly to our administrators. But there can be no substitute for parental love, affection, and motivation. So Nicole, congratulations. Well done. You're transforming the business model of this association in keeping with what we have mandated for associations. And what I can only say to you, continue to do what you do in the interest of our young children and in the interest of the sport. Congratulations.
We will now hear from Mr. Tai Kim. Is he on the line?
Yes. Yes.
Mr. Tai Kim. Mr. Tai Kim.
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning to you and welcome.
Thank you very much. It is absolutely my sincere pleasure to be with you today. I apologize for not being there in person. but it is an absolute pleasure to represent the Alpha Factor team. Joint efforts for your team. We're so proud to be able to outfit your elite Jamaican gymnasts in our apparel. Over the past 40 years, and I should go back to 50 years ago when I founded the company. 40 years ago, I founded Alpha Factor, our gymnastics brand and our gymnastics division. And over the past 40 years, we have outfitted some of the greatest elite gymnasts in the Olympic Games ever, including many of the elite gold medal winning teams as well too. And we're very proud, and I'm very proud of our team, and even more proud to have this opportunity for our team to be joining in your efforts. It is, as we all know, in any sport or any endeavor, it is all about commitment, it's about discipline, it's about perseverance, it is about all those things that allow us to ultimately achieve our goals. And I know your team and your athletes are very committed and very dedicated to doing the best job they possibly can. And we're just so very proud that we have this opportunity to be part of that. As I have always said, and I have myself, I think if you feel like you look good, you probably perform a lot better. So I want your athletes over the next 2 years to look as good as they possibly can, because I want them to compete in confidence that they look good and they're going to perform good. So this is a wonderful opportunity for us to have this relationship, a wonderful opportunity to join forces with you. And we look forward to this relationship, and we hope that because our team is very, very dedicated, and they're also extremely proud. They take a tremendous amount of pride in what they do, and they want to do the best job they can because they will be watching your efforts over the next 2 years. And I know they will be cheering you along. I will be cheering them along. And I hope that maybe the next time I can be there with you for such a conference. But I look forward to this relationship. We all look forward to the relationship as it moves forward. And so proud that we can be part of it. So thank you very, very much for this opportunity. And we look forward to cheering the teams on over the next 2 years.
Forward to here physically next time as we move forward in our partnership. Thank you very much. We will now have a special selection by Daniel Irving.
Thank you very much. Right. I'm going to do a small something by Mr. Amar himself. Right? Yeah, I'm going to do that. I would appreciate that very much.
Yeah, that's stuff. Right here. Oh,
Sorry, I'm a bit nervous. All right, let's go. When all fire is nearby, someone I do change. These are the days of I from the bottomless pit of my hands were made strong. My hands are made mighty. We've Lord in this generation. Triumphantly, and won't you help to see these songs of freedom? It's all I ever had. Redemption songs, redemption songs. Imagine yourself from mental slavery, life without self-esteem, stay out of mind. Have no fear for coming empty. Lord, never stop the times. How long shall it be the most of this? What is inside? It's so sweet, just to hold it. Won't you dare to stay? These songs of freedom is all I ever had. Yes. Everybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Morning, everyone.
Morning.
So, it's a great honor to be a representative of the senior team at this really important event. Can everybody still hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. Just want to make sure. Oh, before I give my remarks, I'd just like to say on behalf of myself and my teammates, thank you to everyone who has supported the development and growth of the United States. It has taken a lot of effort and sacrifice for many people to have achieved success that Jamaica has had so far in the United States. So I'd just like to again take a moment to thank those persons and individuals and groups that contributed so much to helping everyone. Thank you, Vice President Mrs. Nicole Brown, the members of the board, the Jamaica Olympic Association General Secretary Mr. Foster, coaches, parents, volunteers, and friends of Jamaica Gymnastics. Thank you. We really appreciate everything you do for us and the support system that you created for this growing sport in Jamaica. With that being said, we now have the great fortune and opportunity to welcome an outlet factor into this support system. So we are honored to have such an amazing and successful company approach JAGA and be willing to invest their time and money to support a smaller developing team that has a lot of promise. Everyone on the team was very excited to turn out the approach to make this sponsorship opportunity. It's an amazing opportunity, and their support is extremely motivating, and it motivates us as athletes to continue working hard. Yeah, day in and day out and remain focused on achieving our goals and aspirations for Jamaican gymnastics. It's really inspiring that a company like Alpha Factor believes in their company motto so much, which is their company slogan is, "We believe in you." And the fact that I feel that that slogan is really true because they're saying that to us as a gymnastics association. They're saying, "We believe in you if this met at their company," which is really amazing. To have such an established brand like this endorsed Jamaican gymnastics is really just amazing. And not just for members of the senior national team or the junior national team, but it lays the framework, the groundwork for continued development of gymnastics in Jamaica. When we wear, in the future, when we wear those Alpha Factor Leos, there's going to be kids who go, "Oh, I not only do I want to represent Jamaica, but I want to wear those Leos that they were wearing," and they're going to want to have that brand passed down to them. It's kind of similar to how basketball players wear their favorite players' shoes. It's the same thing. The talk is so important to gymnastics, and they're lifetime pieces that are kept in your house. I've kept all my Leos. I know Tony Ann's kept all her Leos that she's worn to compete in international competitions. It's a really important thing. And for Alpha Factor to step in and say, "Hey, we believe in you and we want to be the brand that becomes ingrained in your gymnastics community," gymnastics amazing. So, in closing, you're all very excited to wear the Alpha Factor brand with great pride and represent the Jamaican flag that's printed on that brand with even greater pride and integrity. We will all continue to work hard, put our best foot forward, and make sure that Alpha Factor feels proud to have believed in us and have themselves associated with Jamaican gymnastics.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, coaches, fellow gymnasts, family, and friends. I'd like to say thank you on behalf of our junior and senior female gymnasts to Alpha Factor for their partnership with our Gymnastics Federation. We really appreciate your very generous contribution towards the leotards and warm-ups for both our elite and junior development teams. We are so grateful to have this type of support, as it goes a long way in motivating all of us as we continue to build this fairly new sport here in our small island of Jamaica. Competition leotards are quite expensive, and your contribution gives us one less challenge that our parents have to think about. The leotards are so beautiful, and the tracksuits are very comfortable. You have made us all feel like winners today. Alleviating this expense from our family's budget has definitely encouraged our parents and guardians to continue supporting our hopes and dreams of gymnastics. We hope that your partnership will also encourage local companies or individuals to participate and share our vision by investing in our athletes as we are successfully developing and laying down the foundation for gymnastics in Jamaica. Your commitment and generosity have inspired us to continue working hard, to remain focused and dedicated to our dreams, and to never give up as we take the sport of gymnastics to the world. In closing, I would like to say our biggest supporters and cheerleaders, and especially to you, Alpha Factor. Without you all, none of this would even be possible. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and please enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Mr. Christopher Samola, President of the Olympic Association, distinguished guests, Madam President Nicole Grant Brown, media, gymnastic board members, gymnasts, parents, good morning. I'm honored to introduce our guest speaker today. By continuing to support them, right? We've also learned that God is continuously blessing our gymnastic program in Jamaica by giving us alpha factor support, right? And now we're going to learn a lot more about our distinguished guest speaker. She's a certified public accountant with degrees in accounting and economics from the University of the West Indies. Her management, marketing, communication, organizational, and mobilizing skills with her endearing personality enabled her to serve well. She was the president of the Netball Jamaica, the treasurer of the Business House Netball Association. She was also the treasurer of Jamaica Netball Association, and also the director of finance of the International Netball Federation, serving with transparency and good governance. We need that, right? She has served over 40 years in netball administration. She has been an integral part of the growth of Jamaica Netball Association and has served for a total of 22 years and retired from Netball Jamaica. Conferred on her include Government of Jamaica Order of Distinction, the Gleaner Company Lifetime Achievement Award for Sport, the RJR Sport Foundation Award, in addition to awards from Career Sport Foundation, GC Foster College, and Physical Education in Sports, just to name a few. She's currently she's currently the president of the Americas Federation of Netball Associations. She's been married for 26 years to Clement Bernie and enjoys his full support in all of her endeavors. I'm sure he's sad running around with her, right? Everyone, please give a warm welcome to Superwoman, Margot Bernard.
Morning. Thanks for that introduction. I am really honored to be here this morning. I know that President Samuda took care of all the salutation, but I'd still like to recognize President Nicole, who loved to lay hands on me suddenly because she knows I'm a serious wannabe athlete. So anytime I get around a chance to be around athletes, I'm really happy. And let me tell you something. Sharing knowledge is one of the things that I love to do, because apart from love, it is the only thing you can give away and still have. So when Nicole asked me and I speak about sponsorship, I said, yes, I will, because sponsorship is the lifeblood of any organization. And this is, President Samuda said, sports is a business. I want to let you all know that sports is a business, and this is just not words. But this business that we are into called sports, it depends on sponsorship to exist. And I like to think of sponsorships as partnerships. Sponsors have chosen to pump money into an organization, not because honestly, I know this. I know this. They have many other things they could do with the money. They have chosen, in this case, gymnastics, and for an overseas company to pick you and to put $10,000 into your kit in addition to these gorgeous uniforms, that means you're doing something really good. And President Chris has hinted. President Chris has hinted the kind of organization that Nicole is running. And I can tell you from afar, this is why her association has been chosen for this kind of fund, because of the organization that she runs, along with the team of parents and members of your board. But sponsors, as I said, are not giving you money because they don't have any use for it. They're expecting returns on investment. And I know, because I've lost one really good sponsor in my time because I didn't understand bang for buck. that I'm a fast learner. They mean that they expect to show a return on their investment. Amateur Gymnastics Association has an obligation to this sponsor, to all your sponsors. I'm going to tell you some simple things. You must be reachable by phone. I have 15 numbers in my phone book. If you call me once about netball, I need to have your number. So it means that when the sponsor calls, it is not hello, it is yes, sponsor, because you have developed a relationship. And sponsorship, like business, is relationship building. And if you can't build it, you can't keep it. So you must be reachable. You must be ready to promote their brand. You must call the sponsor's name every time a mic gets in front of your mouth. You must say, we're talking about Perform Group, and thank them for the support that they're giving gymnastics, because this is a part of the return on their investments that they're expecting to hear. So when Dwayne writes a story in the Observer, it must always be about the wonderful kit that these kids are wearing because of Perform Group, okay? You must thank them. The media is one of the ways in which they get their returns. Lately there, he taught me a lot in my journey with media, as president of Netball Jamaica. Because you have to understand the business side of it that you're in. Chris used to have a lovely program called The Business of Sport. And I went there and I learned a lot. Sponsors are your family. They are to be included in everything that you're doing socially. So if you're having a function, it don't matter if it is JOA that is hosting it, your family has to be invited. And invited in a timely manner that they can plan to be here with you. They are to be appreciated. I cannot say this enough. They are to be thanked. And the media too, who keeps you in the news, have to be thanked. Every time a media person, and Nathan can bear me out or Dwayne, writes a story on netball, I'm calling the next morning to say, thank you very much. This wasn't so correct, or that wasn't so correct, but the news is out there. Because I sat in this room in 2011 when Jean Laurichin taught me that. And I've never forgotten it. And you know, she's the guru of PR. Because you must thank the media, you must thank your sponsors. Now, this is the part that I love. Image is everything. I think there was something that says thirst is nothing. Image is everything. How you dress, how you speak, how you conduct your affairs affects your sponsor. And so I had a rule for my sunshine girls. You don't chew gum in public. Because you don't want to come and getting an interview and the gum is stuck in the side of your mouth because Mr. John with the big money may want to pick somebody else who is not going to give his brand that kind of image. So I know that you guys are going to look fabulous at the first World Champs in Hungary, and people are going to want this kit. And I know that the cost for uniforms is huge. So there's $0, but there's a value to this. So it must be on your income statement. There's a non-cash income, Nicole. So when the sponsor gets your annual report, they will see, because you're not paying in cash for it, and you won't only see the $10,000 cash, you will see the value of the uniform, and it's really beautiful. And I tell you, you're going to make such an impression Not only when you get to Hungary, but when you get to the Pan Am Games, and because Jamaica has a reputation of being the creme de la creme, we want to go there with a fantastic image. That even if you don't win a medal, you have to put your esteem on show, okay? Okay. So in saying this, I want to encourage us to protect the image of this new sponsor. Bad press, because the media are going to report the good and the bad and the ugly, and they're not only going to report the pretty things. Bad press, financial irregularities, poor administrative practices will affect your sponsors. Let me tell you what I love about sponsorship. You may not get a contribution on the first go round. When I used to visit sponsors in my day, I used to take our annual report and the cover pretty easy because I discovered that people like pretty things. So I would take my annual report, and before I even begin to solicit, I prefer the word solicit. I have to say it, but I prefer to say solicit. I put my annual report on the table. So even if I don't get $1 this time, because of the image that you have created, when you find themselves with loose change or some other product to invest in, they remember this one had their pretty good annual report and the audited financial statements are there, and practices that Chris speak about are being clearly demonstrated by the quality of your report. You will be chosen above the rest. Something I learned also, people thought I didn't have anything else besides a yellow blouse. See it? But I had a yellow blouse with Jamaica National on it, for Jamaica National functions. I had a yellow blouse with Virgil paints on it, for Virgil paints functions. I had a yellow blouse with BNS on it, for BNS functions. I believe in respecting your sponsor. And I'm urging you to find a way as parents and as administrators to respect and promote your sponsor. You can put on pretty clothes afterwards. I do have a lot of clothes. But I wanted when the camera came on me at a function that has to do with Berger paints. I had on my Berger paints, but that in itself is promotion from my sponsor. And look, don't cheat the process by wearing some other brand and think that nobody's seen it. I remember there was a picture taken of one of my junior teams in a skirt that was an old skirt. I didn't have on my current sponsor's logo. But you know, everything is on Facebook and Instagram, right? I got a phone call from my sponsor to say, where is my logo? Didn't happen twice. If I'm using a ball, even today in my new association, if I'm using a ball, it can't be a generic ball. It has to be the ball of Gilbert, who is the ball sponsor for the association. So over time, you just have to respect and remember the relationships that you are forging here, which could be lifetime, depending on how you manage it. Their negative image will drive away your sponsors. We spoke about that already. They don't like cascas. They don't like for your problems to be all over the media because they have other products that they can put their money in. So I urge parents, I urge you to encourage these children at a young age to respect where this beautiful kid comes from and how they treat it. And because I know that at this tender age, it is so easy to bend the tree, I envisage that Perform Group and the Jamaica Amateur Gymnastics Society is going to have a long and rewarding relationship. Because at that age, all you have to do is open your eyes and stare, and they get the message. For the adults now, we have to be of like mind, recognizing that we can't take our benefactors for granted. And so for an overseas company to come and join this press conference remotely, it means they are interested. And I'm really, really so happy for Nicole. And I know that your association is in good hands. And when she called and asked me to come today, I said, no, I have to come, because you're talking about something that is near and dear to my heart, which is sponsorship, which is really people's money that they have decided to give you rather than to reinvest in their company. And so, Nicole, please continue to do this wonderful job you're doing with obviously an awesome team, because it's not a one-man show. And those of you who are responsible for the finances and the accounts, remember, news travels fast, and how you present at the end. I used to put all my sponsors on a blank page in the annual report. And I used to send them a copy of the annual report at the end of every year when the report is ready, with a complimentary slip. And those who I couldn't send, I would deliver personally with a Christmas card. And the Christmas card would be the kids in their uniforms, so that when they see this, they know how well they're appreciated. I don't want to take much more of your time. I just hope that what I've said here today resonates and makes sense. And if you have any questions or any concerns, Nicole knows how to find me. I really, really, really enjoy being a wannabe gymnast.
Bernard, some encouragement before we have the torch has been passed on to you. We will now have a presentation of awards for the FIGD trampoline course by Nicole.
Hello again, afternoon. We are going to have a presentation, symbolic really, because we recently had our FIG trampoline age group course, which was last week, where we had about, Shakira, please come up here. She was one of the organizers, and she's also a director on the board. We are always on a mission to develop gymnastics in Jamaica, always. We have been working to develop our coaches as well as our athletes simultaneously, because we can't develop the athletes without the coaches. The athletes will never be better if the coaches are not good at knowing exactly what they're doing. And with young kids, we have to be very careful. We need to make sure that they know what they're doing. So we have to ensure that every step of the way, we are responsible for ensuring that we bring in overseas experts from the International Gymnastics Federation to come in and conduct courses for us. Now, these courses are not easy to get here in Jamaica. You usually have to apply for them a year in advance, but for some reason, we are able to get it in a month or two. So, These coaches did the course, and it's more a practical course because they have done the theory earlier, late last year, I think, the FIG level one trampoline, and we're going into trampoline because as our athletes get older and better, well, I shouldn't say older, but more advanced, trampoline will help them with the artistic gymnastics that we're doing. So we're going to be moving into trampoline as a lot of the skills that they are doing in artistic gymnastics. It's easier to teach them on the trampoline. They get it early. You know, when they get it early, the fear factor is not there when they're younger. So once they get it on the trampoline and they're ready to execute it, it's way easier. The fear factor is way less. So this is an important learning process for our athletes, for our coaches, to help our athletes grow in the sport much faster. So over now to Miss Shakira, who will call up the names of the persons who are here. You know who come, right? Sorry. We're going to ask Mr. Samuel to do the presentation for us, please.
Kimani Erin. Crystal Anderson. Shakira again, that's Lady White. Latanja Morris. Tamika Jackson. Shanique Henry. Sharona Wilson. Geraldo Henry. Shakoy Bennett. Ashmani Goodrich. And of course, our president is the general. We also have Felicia Reed. Maya K. McCullough. What's some calling name, right? Thank you very, very much, Mr. Samuda. Just to acknowledge the other three who were also a part of the course, Kate Stevens, Franz Morrison, and Tamika Smith. Oh, Mr. Shanto. Thank you so much. Before we call up our chair, I just want to ask to all the members of the board of JAGA to stand so that they can see the wonderful. Vice President is Lady White. Vice President Architect Ms. Stephen Bennett. And Honorary Secretary, Mr. Paul Directors Carrie and Grant, Sean, Jenny, Martin, and Grant. No relations, okay? Oh, and Super Paula, our assistant. Miss Paula White, Assistant Secretary, otherwise known as Super Paula.
You're talking today. Yeah, you're talking today.
Those who just got their certificates, please come back up here, please. Please.
Crystal. I never mind. Never mind. Take the one that we just take away. Crystal, I take one with Chrissy, I take with Crystal. You want the one from there? I want the one.
everyone. I just make some difference in them.
You can't see me clearly. I can't see me.
We will now have the vote of thanks by our Honorable Secretary for JAGA, Lofa Gardner.
Good morning, everyone. Partners and all distinguished guests, good morning. It's an honor and privilege to deliver the vote of thanks on this memorable occasion. We are grateful for the opportunity to partner with Alpha Factor as we embark on what will surely be a prolific journey. Jamaica possesses such a rich source of untapped gymnastic talent, and with your help, we're going to further acquaint this talent with the world. A very special thank you to our guest speaker, Mr. Tai King, President, Perform Group LLC of York, Pennsylvania, Alpha Factor. Our heartfelt thank you goes out to you and your team who worked hard to make this partnership a success. We are proud to have such an established brand to be part of our team and look forward to be wearing your brand in every competition we have locally and internationally. I thank all the distinguished invitees present here for your support. Last but certainly not least, I thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your cooperation in making this function such a resounding success. Once again, I thank you all.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming out this morning to support this great partnership that we've taken on. And look forward to a very successful journey as we continue to pour into our children, to lead them and guide them so that they can aspire to all their dreams. Thank you.
Thank you, Nora. We've come to the end of our program. We just want to do some photo shoots or photo ops with our gymnast and the president of the GOA, as well as our guest speaker, Mrs. Martha Bernard. Can you, all the gymnasts, come up to me, please? Take off your jacket. We're gonna take with Chris and then Chris and then them and you. Oh, stretch, all who need to stretch. Miss Rihanna. As they do the pictures,
Falls if you run 100 meters, into a uniform to water we have some refreshment. We have some refreshment at the back. We're gonna have the children serve first because they're very hungry. And then let's have a public service. We're having a competition going on. This is day 2 of the competition. So as soon as we're done, we will be leaving here to St. John the Baptist to continue that competition, school competition.